Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. If you haven't watched last week's video, I do highly encourage you to go and watch it because this will be a follow-up to that one. So just a recap for you guys. Last week we talked about preparing to bring God into our day-to-day lives, and that required us to be praying and having a moment conversation with God in order to bring us to the time we need to bring God into our lives. Now, I don't know what he may said to you. Maybe it's just being nice, like being above and beyond kind of thing, and showing God off that way, like, hey, something's different about you. You're not the type of person maybe that brings in breakfast for everybody, and you bring in breakfast, and just maybe start like showing God's love through that. Or maybe he told you to go up and personally talk to somebody, go out and like hang out with that person and just get to know them, and or maybe you know them already and just ask how they're doing, if there's anything they need prayer over, or maybe God even gave you like one thing that they need prayer over that they don't want to confess, but you just say something like, if it's, hey, God asked me to pray over encouragement for you, and you may not even know this circumstance why God may have told you to pray for encouragement or to pray for just believing in yourself or something like that. Or it could just be like something else God may have asked you to do is just kind of sit back and see where you're needed. Maybe it's doing something you're not comfortable of doing, like just there's plenty of options is what I'm saying for what God could have told you personally to do, but for those are just a couple examples. Praying, being curious to, and just sitting in the background and observing how you could bring God into, but God has plenty of ways, and it all depends. But how do you get to the moment where you start doing it? Because it could be scary. Believe me, it could be scary. Now, it doesn't have to be fully scary. You don't have to fully believe in what has planned for you to do, but or not fully believe, but yeah, you have to fully believe. But it's just leading up to the moments. Maybe it's a day you have, or just a couple minutes that you have. Just have a conversation like, hey, God, give me the strength to go do what you're asking me to do. And even if you get turned down, like say like God said to go pray for somebody, and you totally just get turned down, like they decline your offer, at least you stepped out and did what God's calling you to do. Now, or yeah, so sorry guys, I'm losing train of thought. But the main part is just to get over that fear, is talk to God through the whole process. Even during the process, like just be talking to God, downloading the information he gives you, and just believe no matter what the outcome, that he's always there for you and that he's got your back. And just like, despite how things turn out, just know that you're doing what God has called you. Your Father has called you to do this, and so it may just be sitting back or praying or whatever, but and something else that helps is just think, like, still be listening to what they have to say to whatever you may be doing, or if it involves you talking to somebody or whatever, just think of something else, but still be attentive to what is going on in this situation. So may for example, for me, when I'm nervous, is just thinking about all the public speeches I have did, and things, everything that embarrassed me, or even sometimes if it's like, if God has called me to just go out and pray for somebody or ask them to be prayed over. Sometimes I just think about times in school where I ask a girl out or something and I get rejected. It happens. In the big scheme of things, yeah, I was hurt for a second, but did I change? No. Did it change the outcome? No. So may you have to go about that. Like, yes, the person may reject your prayer offer, but would it change you? Would it really change who you are? Probably not. So don't just feel like it's a mess up, and that like the whole world's going to change around you just because they rejected or that. Okay, guys, so my recording cut off for some reason. So what I was saying before I got interrupted was, or not interrupted, but before the recording just stopped working, and hopefully it saved. If not, I have to redo this whole thing. But I left off saying, don't go around thinking that the whole world's going to change around you, or that that your life is going to change, because it in the big thing of things, God's not after what happens. Maybe like you do get rejected if it's a prayer offer or whatever, but God's not like after that. God's about your heart. Do you have it in you to do what He's asking you to do? But so don't put yourself down, and just know that it may not work how you think it works, but God has a reason. Maybe you just planted the seed inside of them just for somebody else to start watering it and watch them blossom and turn to Him if they're not already turned to Him. But so see you guys in the next week's video. Till then, take care.